Thank you for tuning in. This is Samara Raw and Uncut, and you're listening to Be My Passenger, where you travel the highest levels of vibration with me. And today's affirmation is I accept myself for who I am, and I'm grateful that I'm uniquely me. Say it with me. I accept myself for who I am, and I'm grateful that I am uniquely me. Wow, that is powerful. Today's topic is a very heavy one. I do understand that jealousy and envy have a negative connotation to it, and I want to tread lightly when I talk about this topic because it is very sensitive to some people who have experienced these kind of issues before, and also it can be triggering for others. But I want to shed some light on how this can be flipped into a more positive art form and not so much of that negative lingering feeling behind it. My sister used to tell me that people are jealous of me, and I would get so upset and denounce her for saying that. I never liked the thought of someone being jealous of me. I never understood it, and I just couldn't take on that kind of energy. I would hate for someone to have an evil eye towards me, knowing that my life isn't perfect and I can have hot mess moments. But as a young girl, my mom instilled in me not to be jealous or envious of others because I never knew what they did to get to where they are or to get the things that they've achieved. I always thought a person's jealousy referred to societal standards of success and happiness, but my sister was very adamant on what I didn't see. She blatantly said it was my aura, and I, at that time, I was so naive and fragile. I couldn't understand how my aura could disturb someone's essence or even their existence. I still never got it because what I considered jealousy to be was something more material and superficial, meaning people could be jealous over your looks and your new car, your beautiful home, maybe your marriage, your children, but I never knew people could be jealous of your aura, the way people gravitate to you, your ability to speak with conviction, maybe your innate way of receiving without overtly seeking, your humility, your happiness, your confidence, your composure, and your effortless flow. I never knew people could be jealous of this type of genuine aura. I was raised to treat people the way I wanted to be treated, but don't be fooled when they showed you who they were and believe them the first time. This made me sad, knowing we live in a world where being your genuine self made people jealous and envious of you. A jealous person, and the way how I would define jealousy and envy, is someone who is hyper-focused on their lack, that they forget their inner greatness. I don't think a person who is jealous and envious is a cruel person. It's just a person that cannot identify their greatness because they're so hyper-focused on what they're lacking, and seeing what they're lacking in other people triggers them. They allow their inner child traumas and misery to wreak havoc on others. Their brokenness and maybe deep sense of emptiness cause them to inflict great pain on others without remorse. These are people who, instead of confronting their pains and demons, they rather soak in their delusion, because confronting it means you have to acknowledge it accept it, and seek healing for it. But the rabbit hole goes deeper when it comes on to jealousy. It's like looking at yourself from a microscopic lens and taking extreme responsibility for your achievements and for where you are in life. But this takes work, and who wants to do that when you have other people to blame? Many people are walking inner child demons and insecurities, as I would describe it. They lack self-awareness to understand others' blessings and prosperity due to their constant state of lack, low self-esteem, and victimization. It doesn't make them feel better. If anything, it makes them feel worse. But they realize that you hold the power and not them. And no matter what they do, out of jealousy, anger, resentment, and envy, it will not get to you. I started to accept that nothing is done to me, but everything is done for me. There were moments where people would think of jealousy as a compliment. For instance, you might have got a new car, or you have a new hairstyle. It's something that in my mind is more materialistic, and someone would say, "Oh, I'm so jealous," but it's a compliment. But the people who wish bad for you, they never prosper. Outside materially, they might look good, they might look like they're prospering, but mentally they feel annihilated by your power, by your unbothered spirit, and your unique ability to rise above everything that comes at you. Yes, their action can be depressing, but their spiritual demons are more prevalent. They might look like they can live with themselves, but they're drowning in their darkness, and eternal hell becomes their consummation. That's something that my grandmother always told me. I remember watching the movie The Shack. And if you've never watched it, you need to. It is a wonderful movie. I truly love it. I cried like a baby to know that most of these people are lost souls, angry souls, disturbed souls. And many times we walk around with these burdens. And out of that comes jealousy, out of that comes envy, out of that comes resentment, out of that comes a lot of anger. And not realizing how it doesn't define us. Some of us are strong enough to see the good over the evil, while many are in the sunken place, which comes from a feeling of not feeling good enough, being abused, growing up entitled and self-centered, allowing life events to damage you instead of allowing it to be a lesson, allowing it to build you and build your character. I'm not dismissing anyone's struggle or their unfortunate events. You can continue to be mad at the world and let everyone pay for your pain. I don't entertain jealous energy, I don't entertain anger, and I don't entertain envy. And if any moment I feel an ounce of jealousy within my body, the first thing I ask myself, why? Why would I feel that way? Then it is, what can you do to develop yourself, to be better? Not, oh, that person has this, so I should be upset with them because they have my dream life. No, what are you doing to develop your dream life, to create your own reality, other than sitting and being tormented by someone else's life that you did not create? You can't continue to be mad at the world, and you also can't continue to feel obligated to all the good things in this world when you didn't work for it, when you didn't pray for it. I understand that getting rid of jealousy and envy, it takes a lot of self-work and self-tuning. But also, many of these feelings that you bring inside of you, it manifests in diseases, it manifests in severe illnesses. You see people go through so many severe medical issues, and it all affects your energy alignment. My grandma used to say, whatever someone does to you, just know it will happen to them tenfold. She taught me how to forge non-physical attack on anyone that appears to be my enemy. But she also taught me to use my spiritual power and my gifts to fight off evil forces, and to understand there's power in fasting, power in praying, and allowing people who rise up against me to eat their own condemnation. I also understand that within all of us, we have a sense of warrior blood flowing through our veins. And you have to understand to spiritually adorn yourself, knowing that no weapon that form against you shall prosper. And who cares if someone send their flying monkeys or send something your way in light of them being jealous and envious of you. You can dismiss it without fear. You can disarm them with your continuous success and the knowledge that no one can stop you when you know the power you possess. You will have breaking points, moments where you think they have won and you have surrendered to their antics. But they never knew that was the moment you needed to marinate, to regain your confidence. You need to build your mental strength. They didn't know that that was your preparation moment, your moment of reckoning. When someone appears to be jealous or envious of you, I want you to thank them and forgive them. Don't live in their misery and abandon your truth. I practice daily forgiveness. I am far from perfect. That is so true. But I'm doing the work. There are moments where I definitely want to drop the peaceful inner me and do tell people off or a piece of my mind, but it's not worth it because I don't gain anything out of that. It doesn't make me feel better. I am very aware that my peace or my happiness doesn't come from extrinsic factors. It comes from having a connection with God. It comes from self-love and acceptance. It comes from being able to be my authentic self, whether someone is jealous of me or not. My peace is rooted within me, and no one can take it from me. They might disturb my peace, but I always go back within because the intrinsic value I receive is greater healing. The peace you gain is everlasting. Thank you for listening. Like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. You may email me at bemypassenger11@gmail.com and follow me on Instagram at bemypassenger_. And also, I do have a website right now. It is called bemypassenger.co. That is bemypassenger.co, where I post regular vlogs, and you can go and check my website out. I love you, and I thank you. Tune in some other time.